A retrospective study is data that has already been collected, it's already on record, and you go back and you get the data and then you look at it. So it's data that's already been collected or collected from the past. Prospective study, that is data that is collected in the future, or basically the study hasn't ended yet, it's still going on into the future. Okay, let's look at this. So we're going to see which one is cross-sectional, retrospective, and prospective. The Nurses' Health Study was started in 1976 with that many female registered nurses who were between the ages of 30 and 55. The subjects were surveyed in 1976 and every 2 years thereafter. This study is ongoing, so it's still happening. The study hasn't ended yet, so that's got to be prospective. All right, number 2. In order to study the seriousness of drinking and driving, a researcher obtained records from past car crashes. I can stop right there. Okay, so these records are already on file. So this is already there. They're just going back and looking at the data. So this has got to be retrospective. Okay. 3. Researchers from the National Institute of Health want to determine the current rate of smokers among adult males and females. They conduct a survey of 500 adults of each gender. Okay, keyword here, the current rates. They want to know what's going on right now. So that has got to be cross-sectional. Okay, then there's 2 things that you want every experiment to have, randomization and replication. Now, randomization, you're going to have 2 or more groups, say it's just 2. You want those groups to be as similar as possible. You want both characteristics, or all the characteristics in both of those groups. And you want them to be an even number of each characteristic. You want them to basically be the exact same group. So in order to try to do that, you use randomization. Okay, so used when subjects are assigned to different groups through a process of random selection. Okay. Now, another thing is hopefully both groups will have both of the lurking variable, some kind of variable that you didn't consider within the study. And if both of the groups have the lurking variable, then we're hoping that it will just cancel each other out and we can go on with our experiment and what we're trying to look at. Okay, one of the ways you could do this is using a random number generator, which you can Google and you'll find a bunch of different ones that you could use. So like this right here, if you've got these people right here, there's your patient information. You put the patient information into a computer and it'll say, okay, this person, randomly, I'm going to choose group 1 or 2, and the computer chose group 1, okay? But it does it randomly. The second thing is replication. Or if you don't want to do an experiment just one time, because say that result that you get is just a fluke from that one time. You want to keep doing your experiment over and over and over. And if you get the same result over and over and over, then you can say that the result of your experiment is confirmed or verified. That way you know that, okay, this is going to keep happening over and over and over. So whatever I am obtaining from my experiment, we know that's going to happen over and over and over, or repeatedly. Now these are some experimental designs that you can follow. You're not going to be tested on any of this stuff. You can just simply go through them and look at the different types of designs that you could use. Okay, so these are just ideas, but you won't be tested on any of these.